laughing because I had 3 of you dancing.
I was not dancing. Sorry, I got distracted because I got a text message.
It looked like you were dancing.
Oh, Noelle was going like this with a toy, and so I was copying her.
Well, it fit in with the other 2.
So this is in no way a criticism, but I've never seen the generic StreamYard timer before, and it was more interesting than I was expecting it to be.
I like it because before that, you never, without using it, you don't know whether live means you're actually live or not.
Oh yeah, I post my usual timer instead of ever like I've never even thought to use the one that StreamYard provides us with.
I know.
Just go back in the car.
Yeah, Daddy had to go back in his car to go up to work.
So you need to go back in the car.
So let us introduce ourselves and say what we're working on today. And while we're saying that, the people in chat can say what they are working on today. Meadow?
I didn't know who was going first. Okay. Hello, my name is Meadow. I do live streams on Tuesdays and Fridays for writing. And then on Wednesdays, I do The Sims with Jason Cat. I'm a stay-at-home mom with this creature. And for anybody interested, I'm going to be doing a about hour-long stream for her birthday, which is on the 22nd. I don't know what time it will be yet, but it will happen, and we'll have a little birthday celebration for her because she is basically an AuthorTube staple at this point. And I'm an editor for Rose City Editing with Jace, my business partner right over there. And we edit books, and we try to do it at a reasonable price for self-published authors who wouldn't otherwise be able to afford it. So if you're looking for an editor, you can contact us on our website, rosecityediting.com, and you can get a free sample edit. And today I'll be working on this romance project that's on my wall right here. Yay.
Woot woot.
And who are you? Say, I'm Noelle.
It's Noelle.
It's Noelle. Okay.
Noelle.
Yeah, that's Noelle on the screen.
Okay.
All right, Amber.
Hi guys, I'm Amber Kraft. I write paranormal romance. Both Unknown Love and Unknown Family are available on Amazon in paperback and everywhere ebook form. I stream every Sunday at noon Eastern, whatever time that equals for you, with the exception of the last... what Sundays is it? I don't even know anymore. The 21st and the Sunday after that. No. Yeah, 21st and 28th. I'm like, I gotta figure this out. And I'm also the host of the Afterthought podcast, which is on hold while I move, but new episodes will be coming. And I have a coffee if anybody wants to donate to my moving fund, because this is 3 months earlier than I planned. Yeah, and today I'm going to work on... I started actually writing more on book 4 last night on Meadow Stream, so I'm like really itching to write now. So excited.
Woot woot.
Hello, my name is Charlie, and I do things. I am not going to be streaming on my channel next week because I'm taking a week off from hosting streams because we're supposed to be getting really bad weather, and I don't know if I'll be able to sit up in a chair.
Oh, ouch, yes.
Yeah. The way they're talking, I think I'm not going to be able to sit up for most of next week. So, yay.
Next week will be a horizontal week.
Yes. So I am hoping that maybe we don't get the weather and I'm just going to have like a brief vacation from running streams so I can redo like my thought processes on things. I don't know. Hopefully it will be okay. Anywho, today I am working on a new song from the upcoming album I'm working on that, of course, will be released as a single because I can't like hold things back because I'm bad at it. Called Have Mercy, and I'm really enjoying it. Spent yesterday transcribing plain chant into modern notation, which is painful, but it's done, and yay.
Yay.
I'm excited. I really like the song.
All right, and I am Chloe. I am also a writer of paranormal romance, and I am also a streamer. I stream on the Word Stitch Write-Ins channel. We stream 5 days a week, Monday at 4, Tuesday at 8 a.m., Wednesday at 8 p.m., Thursday and Friday at 10 a.m. Also, I am now doing Bob Rotoff virtual painting events. If you are interested in being a victim, I mean participant, let me know and I will get you a form to sign up on. It's basically a paint and wine class, but you got to do it in your own home because that's the world we live in. And today I'm finishing up a book cover, and then I believe I will be editing some short stories for my Medium.
Okay, quick question.
Yeah.
Can it be a paint and vodka class instead? Because I don't drink wine.
Care. I don't drink at all. I don't care what y'all drink. If you want to drink, you can do whatever you want. We're just painting a Bob Ross painting.
Okay.
Awesome. And I'm Jace, and those of you who are here probably know that already. And I do Sims 2 days a week. I do a Vampire the Masquerade tabletop RPG on Thursdays at noon Eastern. And I do this on Saturdays. And I take Mondays and Fridays completely off from all things YouTube. Because I need to recharge. And I need to force myself to do that. Because if I don't, I get exhausted.
I get that.
I haven't decided what I'm working on. I might be reading just because I need to do something to focus my attention instead of having it wander all over the place. Because I am very unfocused at the moment. Let's see. Penumbra is here, hopping over from Sako's charity stream. Yes, Sako is doing, is it 8 or 12 hour draw-a-thon on her channel to help pay for her mother's cancer treatments. So yeah, if you maybe like during maybe like during sprints, if you want to pop over there, or after work, because I think she's still going on, you can say hi to her. Devin is here. Hello, Tugwaddle. Alice is here. Welcome back, Alice. CB is here. Welcome back, CB. And CB is working on Marvel fanfic. You are nothing if not consistent. Alice will be trying to finish some beta reading and avoiding bio homework. Thank you, Devin, for the Rose City editing link. Yes, it looks like you do have a wrench. I gave it out to like everyone who was here at one point, and I gave several out at other points because there's a bunch of people that I trust to keep the nasties away.
Keep them nasties away.
Hello, Spence. How are you? And Eva is here. Hello, Eva. Spence says the Bob Ross off was really fun. And Amber is a Tugwaddle now too.
I'm
according
not.
to Devin.
I'm just the assistant.
Is that a backup waddle?
That's better than what he came up with yesterday. Yes.
Actually, that would be a sub waddle.
Well, he called me.
She is not a backup waddle. She is an ass tug.
Oh God, you said it.
It's short for assistant tug waddle.
Yeah,
Amber rejects it, but I force it upon her.
I'd still like his ass waddle better than ass tug. I mean, still.
How about sub waddle? That one's clean.
Thank you.
Is it?
Didn't it make Devin the dumb model then?
Dumb model.
I mean, it could just be like what I write, but
and now
I was like, oh, God, dirty.
Okay, and now there's just a bunch of guinea pigs in S&M gear. Subwaddles and domwaddles are
Everybody's a furry now.
subspecies of the tugwaddles. Oh God!
Can we just go with like helper tugwaddle or something to make this a little cleaner?
Yeah, I support helper tugwaddle.
None of us write anything that makes any of that sound good.
Tugwaddle light? Gee, I can't believe it's not Tugwaddle.
Oh, okay. I had to clear my eyes after that one.
See, Devin, you see what you start when you're not in the entire stream. You're like, what did I miss? Because I had to put links in for you. Come on.
Okay, Spence was supposed to be writing, but now babysitting instead. Alice needs to copy edit a short story about a non-binary ghost that is due on Monday to send off to the learning center that I have started writing for. That is so cool.
Nice.
Excellent.
Enemies of the world, unite.
Eva might nap instead of work, undetermined as of yet. Otherwise, webpage is still. But bold of you to assume we are not, in fact, the nasties all along. Well, if you're all the nasties, then you're keeping out the undesirable.
The Oogie Boogies.
Yes.
The riff-raff.
The riff-raff. Well, no. I think that would be
Honey,
what
Riff-Raff is so cute, especially when he and Magenta like dance around and frolic. Like, it's my favorite.
All right. And Devin says hashtag ass tug. All right.
I force it upon you, Amber. I force it.
I'm just saying I may start using that as a hashtag on social media and not explain it to anybody.
Why is it I always start something? The one time I don't, it still ends up coming on to me. What the fuck? Yeah, I said it that way on purpose, all right?
Obliviate.
You're lucky I'm
broken.
I'm sorry I'm like that.
Hashtag come on to Amber.
God.
Oh God, my ruin today was exactly right.
Oh God.
So I've been doing a card pull and a ruin every day, and I swear to God, this week they've been so spot on. I'm like, I don't want it to be that right.
Right? This new deck, I think I'm gonna just refer to it as my queen deck because, girl, I mean, it reads me.
Well, dude, I got this Galaxy deck and this ruin divination thing, and like the shit has been pulling. I'm like, I don't want that to happen. But today, my ruin was satisfaction, joy, happiness, success, completion, and acceptance. So I'm like, okay, the happiness is Kira, and satisfaction is getting everything for her birthday done. Y'all are gonna make me accept.
I thought the satisfaction was everything coming onto your face.
God.
I have a quick funny aside. Noelle is a really big fan of Futurama, and she calls herself Bender all the time. She goes, "I'm Bender," like constantly. And so yesterday, I taught her to say, "Bite my shiny metal ass," and she went up to Jordan and said it to him, and it was one of my proudest moments.
Did Jordan like die?
He kind of got mad that I taught her to say a bad word, but I mean, whatever.
He's gonna learn to say them eventually anyway.
Hey, yeah, y'all don't quit cussing.
Yeah.
I always told Kira, when you get old enough, you can say these words. If you say these words before this age, you're in trouble. After this age, you can say it. I don't care. So, like, at 13, she graduated from saying heck and stuff like that. She can say hell. She can say damn, as long as they're within context. So that way she doesn't get in trouble for cussing at home, but then she can act like she's cussing at school and nobody says anything.
Yeah.
All right. Are we ready for sprint number 1?
Yes.
All right. Everyone get ready to mute in 3, 2, 1, sprint. And that was that sprint done. How did people do? I did personally life crap.
I turned on my music from my playlist and realized I have way too much Taylor Swift on it, so I started listening to all the Taylor Swift that I have on there to delete which ones I didn't want anymore. When you get like 3 Taylor Swift songs in a row, you know it's time to like phase out.
You know you have an addiction.
Reel it back just a little.
Here's
Well,
too much
I-
Taylor Swift. Let me listen to all the Taylor Swift.
I always put my playlist on random, and I have so much Taylor Swift on there that I always get like 5 or 6 Taylor Swift songs in a row when I want it to be random.
It is
And
random. All random Taylor Swift.
yeah, so
It
I
doesn't
started
look at
going
the artist.
I started going through and deleting all the ones that aren't like my favorites of hers. Like ones that I kind of know, but I can't sing along to all the words of them or anything like that. So I'm taking those ones off. I'm just leaving my favorites on there.
I only wrote 65 words, and then I decided I might better get the outline written down of what I have so that I don't have to do it later. So I'm editing / outlining what I've written now.
I got more done on the track. I'm at that horrible part where like I know I need to be wrapping it up soon. How do that? This is why most songs fade out at the end. Because when you can't figure out how a song should end, you just fade it. Just
Yeah.
fade
Works the whole time.
it. Every time.
Yeah. Nobody knows because y'all made it what it is. Like, no, this is just how songs end. Like, ignore what like Mozart did. That was wrong. He was wrong. Classical composers were all wrong.
I'm just saying, like
They were supposed to say pianissimo at the end, and they messed it up.
Charlie said, like, delete this image. I'm in it.
No, I have never had a song fade out so far. And of all the songs that I've done, I've never had one fade out. And this one's just being problematic because in my head, it's basically the song that never ends. So I could like just put it on infinite loop. And no, there has to be an end. Like it has to.
You could just like stop mid bar, just like drop done.
I think it's just going to slowly devolve back into a single instrument, and then
That's the reason most country songs in the 90s had the same opening phrase and ending phrase, because they didn't know how the fuck to end it. So let's just say what we said in the beginning at the end, and then we're done.
It worked for that guy. It'll work for the rest of us.
yeah.
It's like all of 90s country. Here's the beginning of the song. Here's the end of the song. All right, I don't care about the middle.
Noelle
I'm pretty sure the meth dealer's going through this neighborhood.
Noelle went halfway up the stairs, then came running back down and said something's on, but I don't know what's on upstairs.
Something.
But then I was like, well, I don't know what you're saying. What's on? And she comes over and starts hopping on one foot and says, I'm dancing like a horsey. Still won't tell me what's
That
on.
was timing.
Gotta love my phone. It always knows when to do shit.
I need to pull the wand out and try to obliviate again.
Chloe, how did you do?
I finished up that book cover that was like months in the making. Not because I was struggling to make it, but like I couldn't find the images that I wanted for it. Putting it together wasn't bad, but I finished that and I started editing one of these shorts that I need to get done.
Awesome. Let's see. So Alice told a story during the break about the worst thing that happened during babysitting.
I love that.
The worst thing I ever accidentally taught children was when I was babysitting for 2 deaf 7-year-olds, and I was trying to introduce them to more people on social media that sign. So I showed them the sign game video, forgetting that one of the sign phrases was, I don't want that fuck up my ass. I got asked innocently what the signs ass and fuck meant. That was fun to explain to their parents. Still convinced I only kept the job because I'm the only non-specialized babysitter in the area that signs. Whew. So I didn't have this particular thing happen. It was a coworker of mine during Take Your Child to Work Day at the hospital, and she was I forget where she was taking the kids. Probably, I think it was up to the cafeteria for lunch, and there were a couple of people with the stretchers, and when the door opened, she's like, "Oh, well, wait," and she was like, "No, no, 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 you guys have priority. You can come in." She's like, "No, no, we need to wait," and my coworker was like, "No, no, no. This is the hospital. The patients need to have the right of way. So just come right on. These kids won't mind." And they got on, and it took her about 3 seconds after the stretcher was on to realize it was a dead body.
I was talking to Noelle and I missed that, so I came back in focusing on the conversation to her, and she realized it was a dead body, and I'm like, what the hell did I
Paper.
Let's see. During that sprint, CB smoked a joint. Or maybe she just got 420 words.
When we get back to drafting.
Since there's zero way these kids will let me have enough peace to write, I've been cleaning XP. So apparently you haven't upgraded to Windows 10 yet.
Jace, do we need to talk about the level of dad jokes? I mean, you're almost in granddad jokes now. I mean, you realize this, right?
I wasn't gonna say anything.
I mean, we're gonna just start calling you Pawpaw. I mean,
I was just like, yeah, that's no.
Shame on you, Jace.
I regret nothing.
We know.
Alice finished copy editing the short story about the non-binary ghost. Excellent.
Yay.
Represent.
Now go do your bio homework you've been putting off.
I thought you were going to say something else. Go do your bio homework, you bit.
If it was anybody else, I would. But, Alice is a sweet, nice little girl. I'm not going to go that way with her. Now, if it was Spencer or somebody, I'd be like, But...
CB never had anything really bad happen while babysitting. And Devin was usually the bad thing that happened to the babysitters.
Exactly.
And CB says, yeah, me too. People hated babysitting for me.
I never really got babysat. I grew up on a farm in the middle of nowhere, and my mom would go to work. I was like 5 or 6 at the time, and the way where my family's property is, my grandma has her own house up here, and then further back down the driveway is my family's house. And my mom would go to work. I'm about 5 or 6 years old. She taught me how to make food for myself in the microwave, and she would leave me home by myself, and my grandma would just come check on me every couple hours.
Yep. That's called a latchkey kid.
Yeah. I have a brother who's 7 years older than me, so if anything, he was my babysitter. And then back in my day, 10-year-olds were the babysitters. So when Tim went off to be an adult, I was watching other kids then.
Jennifer has a message for you, Charlie. This is a song that never ends.
Yeah.
Although if you want to do it the actual Sherry Lewis and Lamb Chop version, you say the song that doesn't end. But
I don't know where there is a lamb chop there. One of the many plushies back there is an actual lamb chop that we got when we saw Sherry Lewis perform.
And this, Spence, this offends me. Is Jace ready for Hawaiian shirts and shorts now then?
I just imagine that
Do you
that's what he's already
think-
wearing.
Do you think that I'm straight?
Well, I mean, the super queerness has not like totally been there for a while. I mean, like, where's all the butt talk? Like, it used to be all about the butt, and like, like now it's all the dad humor. I mean, we gotta wonder.
You're
I
mellowing
took
out
a
in
week-
your old years.
Yeah,
I took a week off from Perfect Pancake, and people think that I've not been thirsty for Travis.
yeah, basically.
Also,
Like, you were able to
I
resist
know.
playing for a week, and
So,
it's like,
are you
well,
saying that there's no gay men that wear Hawaiian shirts and shorts?
I know too.
Well, also, I know this is going to hurt, but there's not really a big difference between hot Hawaiian shirts and the like grandma print shirts. I'm sorry, I know that stings, but
Fact.
they're really not. It's really just like what color palette they are.
Fact.
not wrong.
Maybe I'll burst y'all's bubble and say that what I'm actually wearing is a gray hoodie.
Only because it's cold. It ain't warm enough yet for the flowery print.
Noelle is ruining my life. That mess that you guys saw before the stream started is about like 5 times worse now.
Oh, lovely.
And she won't leave me alone. And she went and grabbed some bananas, but they're overripe, and she peeled one, and it immediately broke in half because it's overripe, and it fell on the floor, and she started crying and wouldn't pick it back up. And then she almost stepped on it, and I nearly had to clean mushed banana out of my carpet.
That is actually a horror story to me.
Mhm.
So right now we have an extremely sick cat who is refusing to take his medicine, like vomiting it back up because he's so angry at us for trying to jam it down his throat. And also apparently my roommate's baby is going through a phase where he has to be driven around for 45 minutes before he falls asleep. So our house is in complete and utter chaos.
Yeah.
I think I need to go to the store and get some banana bread mix because these bananas are like very ripe.
Why
Yeah.
would you? What the? Oh my god! What the hell is banana bread mix?
Oh no.
I don't know how to
Oh my
bake.
god.
I don't know how to bake, so you get a box, and it's like cake mix where it has all the stuff that you need except for the wet ingredients, and then you just add the wet ingredients and mix it up.
Oh, I had no idea that was a thing.
It's like cake mix, but it's for bananas. The only thing you need for it, you get the box, and the only thing you need is all the wet ingredients and the bananas, and it has all the other stuff in there, like the baking powder, or like all that kind of stuff in it.
Chloe, don't you bake cakes all day?
Yeah, I've literally never thought to make banana bread from a mix. I'll make cake from a mix, but not banana bread.
I just don't really know how to bake, so getting the box mixes is like the quickest and easiest way for me to bake anything. And since I have these bananas that are hella ripe, I might as well make some banana bread.
I'm just saying, I feel like you almost had two people like literally jump through their screens to teach you how to make banana bread. It's just,
Spence is doing
that's
it
why
too.
Chloe and I both kind of just like, whoop.
Spence is in the chat saying doing the same thing.
Hey, if you guys want to send me recipes, I'll accept them. I can't guarantee I'll have all the ingredients, but
Meanwhile, I'm over here trying not to throw up.
I know.
I realize how pretentious this is going to sound, but I don't use a recipe to make banana bread.
No, that's not pretentious. That's just you've been baking that long to yeah. 'cause that's
No,
like my mom
it's
is.
just we are one of those houses where we'll buy bananas and we'll either eat the entire bunch in 4 hours or 3 weeks later. I'm like, what are we gonna do with these? It's always one or the other.
I got these bananas like a week ago, and they're already this brown.
Yeah, ours did that a couple weeks ago, so mom made banana bread. But it's funny that you were saying the mix because my mom has always made everything from scratch, like even cake. Like she never bought the mixes or anything. But then when we moved into the camper, you can't find shit anywhere. She couldn't find the baking soda. She couldn't find this. She couldn't find that. So she actually went and bought the mix a couple weeks ago to make our banana bread. Because she's like, I don't have time to find all this, and these bananas are going bad. And screw it, I guess I'm buying a mix.
And a little part of her soul died that day.
Pretty much. She's like, the whole time she's making it, she's like, fucking mix. I've never made shit from a mix my entire life.
I think
She
it's
was
time for me
mad.
to throw these away too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Spence, I'm just saying, Bisquick is just like a thing you keep in the house that I can't get my Yankee husband to understand. Like, that's just a basic ingredient.
I have
Yeah.
Bisquick.
Yeah, we always have Bisquick in the house.
Yeah.
And
it's a
in all
staple.
fairness, I mean, I live in Atlanta now and I have for years, but I am a Yankee and I was raised by Yankees and we always had Bisquick.
But
Oh, no.
it's not even a
Mid-
northern thing.
Mid-Atlantic or mid-Atlantic. We're from the Mid-Atlantic, not from
Okay,
from
so
New
my-
England, depending on what you mean by Yankee. But
My in-laws are so white bread that I brought over dressing that had just a little bit of sage in it for the first Thanksgiving we spent together, and they complained that it was too spicy. It was hot. It was hot. They put it in their mouths. It was too spicy.
a big party for my dad's 70th birthday that we were cooking everything because we know how to cook and my parents don't. So my mother wants this. I don't remember what it was. It had meat in it, I think. So I didn't eat. I think it was like a buffalo chicken dip or something. No, it wasn't even because it wasn't spicy. But anyways, so Chris, who went down with me, my friend Chris, went down for the party, and he made it. She gave him the recipe, and he made it. And she was like, "Oh my God, this is amazing! Did you add something else to it?" I am not even slightly shitting you when I say he added black pepper to it.
My mother-in-law has once called Heinz ketchup spicy. Okay, like when I say Yankee, I mean like so white bread that like you can almost see through them. Like,
Charlie, first off, I'm offended that you put sage in dressing. Sage goes in stuffing, not dressing. As a Southerner, I just have to point that out. I'm offended.
I have one thing to say. I'm from the Ozarks. We hill people do it different.
I'm offended that you just dressing
I
does not
accept that
get
there are
sage.
regional differences.
Okay, I grew up in the middle of nowhere in Oregon, and also my dad is a professional chef, so I know a lot of cooking, like regular cooking, but no, like my dad doesn't bake. He's a chef, so
Yeah.
like
I understand.
I just don't know how to
Yeah,
bake.
I promise my question was genuine. I had no idea that there was like a just add banana.
Yeah,
mix
it's
out
all you.
there.
Yeah, it's just a box. It comes with everything you need. It doesn't have nuts in it, so if you wanted to add nuts to your banana bread, you'd have to get those separate. But you
That makes
mush up the banana, you add, whatever wet ingredients that it calls for, and you just mix it all together. It's basically the same as cake mix.
I'm sorry, Meadow. I'm the one being the bitch here. Chloe is being heavenly as usual. I'm
Oh.
the instigator.
And saying Bisquick is like, that should be a staple in everyone's house in the entire U.S. That's not a North, that's not a South. Only thing I would say is add Crisco to it if you live in the South, because you need Bisquick and the Crisco.
I have Crisco in my cupboard.
Thank you.
And Bisquick. I have both.
I always kept Bisquick more for pancakes, but my roommate is insistent on buttermilk pancakes, and Bisquick does not work for that. So we have it for other stuff now.
Allie is here. Hello, Allie. And she's made peanut butter banana bread before.
I want to do that.
That's so
It's
good.
really good.
It's so good.
So, anyways, I just need to make some banana bread because I have some overly ripe bananas that need to be used.
Poor Meadow, who's just like, I just have bananas that need to go
I'm
to
sorry I turned it into a thing I didn't mean to.
If anybody wants to send me a recipe, sure, absolutely send it my
I'm
direction.
pretty sure it's already in your inbox. 'cause
Probably.
Spence
I just love that all three of us on camera with you were like, them two for the recipe and me for like, what? You don't know how to make what?
See, CB doesn't like bananas at all. I am allergic to them. Being in the same room with them, and if they're brown like that, they don't even have to be peeled. They will make me react.
See, for whatever reason, when my sister was transitioning, her medicine actually made her allergic to bananas. Never been allergic to anything in her life, but her medicine made her allergic to bananas. I don't know if it was the iron content in it or whatever. I don't know, but now she can't eat them, and she loves them. That so sucks.
An alternate dessert bread recipe that my grandma, I need to get the recipe from my grandma. She makes zucchini bread where it's exactly the same as banana, except for it's got zucchini instead. She made that all the time for like a year. She made it constantly, and it was like the best thing. And then she stopped making it all of a sudden. And I was like, where the hell is my zucchini bread, Grandma? Come on.
See,
Just kidding.
zucchini bread is delicious, but it's also very tricksy because there are times when zucchini bread is actually banana bread.
Yes.
Okay,
And-
Jennifer wants me to go ahead.
Last weekend, I made a Black Forest cake from scratch.
Ooh,
But I screwed it up slightly because Mary Berry said that I needed to use black cherries and kirsch, and that doesn't exist where I am. So I accidentally put enough brandy for all of my alcoholic friends in it, but way too much brandy for me, and I got drunk on cake.
that's
I
kind of
miss
awesome.
getting drunk on my grandmother's cakes.
Oh
Like,
god.
she didn't even do it by accident. Like it was a feature, not a
Yeah.
butt. Like,
Yeah.
would you like some rum raisin cake bread? Yes, Grandma. Yes.
I remember there was a candy shop in the mall near where I live, and they used to they used to have the candy shop, but they had these chocolate balls that were filled with liquor,
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
and they were delicious.
Mhm.
Oh god.
Anyway, we should probably get to another sprint because we're an hour in.
I
Yeah,
love the fact
probably.
that I was like, you were like
Don't-
candy shop, and I'm like, and you didn't do nothing. I was expecting a laugh. It's okay.
Huh?
Nothing.
You have let
Never mind.
Amber down.
Pretty
I
much.
would-
Never mind. Hmm.
There is so much going on right now. I completely missed whatever it was going on in your screen.
That was obvious.
When we come back, I have another cooking related question for Southerners. just remind me because I'll probably forget by the time that comes around.
Right here.
Okay, get ready to sprint in 3, 2, 1, go. That timer is so weird when it ends because it ends with like a the bell on the buoy out at sea.
I did more of the eliminating Taylor Swift songs from my playlist. Started eating ice cream. Jace, you won't like it, but it's banana cream pie flavored.
She was all about the bananas today.
That's just the only one I had in my fridge because Jordan's absolute favorite flavor of anything is banana. Like anything that he finds as banana flavor, he gets it and tries it. And this one is 7-Eleven like signature flavor, and it's one of his favorite ones. And I went down there yesterday to get Slurpees, and he asked me to get some ice cream, so I got a whole bunch of these ones.
She's saying "fuck off."
Yep.
I wasn't sure if it was fuck off or caca.
How did everybody else do? And those of you in chat as well.
I got a chapter and a half outlined. Oh god, that was hilarious.
I looked at her and said, "That is a grown-up word," and she started crying. I didn't even have to get up or anything.
Like I did with Kira, just make her realize that your disappointment is so much worse than spankings, and then all you gotta do is tell her something like that, and then that's all it takes.
I didn't yell at her or anything. I just looked at her and said, "That is a grown-up word." Started crying.
If
That's
not for
also how I react when people tell me not to swear, so I get it. Let's fucking water.
We
if it
had
weren't for my parents' disappointment, I don't know what I would have.
exactly. We had me and my mom used to work at the same place, and people would think when we called each other bitch that we were cussing and like fighting, and we got in trouble by HR for calling each other bitch, so we had to just start calling each other peaches.
Peaches.
Fine, you freaking peach. God.
Charlie, how was your sprint?
I have basically the song's done. I've got some like messy stuff that I want to add to it. I kind of want some crackle and like maybe even a little bit of warble added. I don't know, but it's basically just polishing now.
I kind of like that with the lo-fi stuff.
Yeah, I borrow a lot from lo-fi, but this is veering much more towards the like synthwave, darkwave, goth stuff that I used to do. So, but it's got a kind of a lo-fi vibe to it for the most part. So,
excellent. And how about you, Chloe?
I finished that short and I started another, and I don't understand. I've got other people in a group that are doing the same project that I am. And some of them are like, "Oh yeah, I get it like written and edited and out in an hour." And like writing this takes me 2 hours, and editing just took me a half hour, and I fucking hate them now. Oh, and then like it's another half hour to get the damn thing posted because Medium is such a train wreck. But that's okay. It's another revenue stream.
Those are adult words.
It's like when people tell me,
Sorry.
it's like when people say, they want advice on how people write so well and everything, and people are like, "Oh, just get up in the morning. That's when you're the most clear-headed." And I'm like, if you don't give me coffee or some sort of caffeine first, the first hour, I'm not working. Like, what are you talking about?
I am not clear-headed until at least noon. So,
and like for me, the only reason that I'm able to write these every single day, I've been really good. I've only missed 2 days. And again, it's because I've got this sick cat that is ruining my world right now. But every single day at 8 p.m., I'm like, I got to write this damn story. And that is the only reason, because I have said 8 p.m. every single day is when I write this thing.
Exactly.
So during the break, Alexis came in and CB got 163 words while Alice worked on the bio homework. Excellent. And Lucy, I don't know if I've seen you, Lucy, but welcome. And she watched a history documentary about the industrial age. Awesome sauce.
That sounds fun.
okay. When you guys are ready, I remembered my question.
Oh, good, because I forgot that you had a question.
I was going to say what I worked on, and it's important because it involves next week. Next week, this stream is at noon Eastern because it is part of the Worldwide Write-a-thon that's happening all next weekend. And my co-hosts so far are Meadow and Amber, Sage, Sako, Kayla Canoe, Chandra Arthur, Maya Lemery, and Alexis, who is in chat right now.
I love Chandra. Chandra does is on my streams every now and then, and she is delightful. She's wonderful.
She's really nice.
Yeah,
I have not met her yet,
That's
She's
so many
really
co-hosts.
and there's room for one more.
That is an incredible amount of co-hosts.
Yeah, 8 so far, and there's room for one more. Although, if I don't get the other one, we do have a Brady Bunch set.
How does 10 fit on the screen?
I don't know. I've never seen the
Awkwardly.
10th one.
Yeah. Like I feel like you want to keep that Brady Bunch because I can't even imagine.
it gets weird. I've broken the Brady Bunch once on one of the Forever streams, and I don't think I don't know how many people saw it because it was at like 4.
It's gonna be 4:43, right?
It was like way in the morning. Like we went late, and more people just kept joining. Like, can I have a link? Can I have a link? Just like all this thing up. And it was fun, but it got weird.
Devin has graced us with the link for the Worldwide Write-a-thon.
Thank you, Devin.
Lucy is excited for it. It's going to be her first one. Excellent. I do know Mercer. Is it Mercer Too Good? Is that his last name?
There is a Mercer Too Good.
Yeah, is planning on doing a 10K and had no idea that the Worldwide Write-a-thon was going on. No, actually, he planned it to end when the write-a-thon starts. So it's like an extra 12 hours of marathon.
Well, don't forget time changes also that weekend.
Yeah, that's factored into the write-a-thon. Because it's they go from the midnight to 1:30 stream to the 3 to 4:30 stream because 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock is gone. Poof, yes.
Well, I wasn't sure if that made it 36 with that, or if it was 37, but 36 because of the switch.
I think it makes it 35.
Okay.
I
I wasn't sure how that worked. I haven't looked at the schedule yet.
needs a nap. No.
She goes, no, I don't. Okay.
Well, considering the fact that I looked at you and you started crying. Okay, go lay down on your big. Literally, she was reaching for some paper out of my printer, and I looked at her. Didn't even really say anything. I just looked at her, and she shrunk down in the chair and started bawling. And it's like,
That just means you have the good mom look. This one knows. You give her the look. She's like, okay, I'll stop.
well, normally I give her the mom look, and she just stop what she's doing. She doesn't usually cry when I look at her. So.
CB asked a question: do the clocks change in Texas next weekend? If they participate in daylight savings time, then yes.
There's just parts of Arizona that doesn't switch because of the Navajo.
I thought it was all of it. Oh yeah, I forgot.
There's also where Eva lives, the state Eva's in, is not going.
Actually, I think they decided to do it. I don't know. It got confusing there. We were talking about that the other day, and she was just like, I don't know. We'll find out when it happens.
Yeah, they were trying to decide whether they wanted to keep doing it or not. I don't know if it ever passed.
Because they decided against it, and they're like, no, we're still going to do it. And they're like, no, we're not.
I think that daylight savings could be great, but I feel like it's backwards. They should add the hour in the winter, not in the spring.
Well, the only reason daylight savings time is a thing is because of farmers. But we have electricity for that now, so can't they just switch their fucking schedule?
Yeah, there's really no value to it anymore, except to like make us all really pissy in spring, but that's okay.
The flowers are supposed to make you happy. Forget the change. I'm just gonna say, like, as a fast food worker, like, I freaking hated it because you had to keep food that extra hour either way because people would bitch if you didn't.
I know when I was working in the hospital, they were actually very kind to the overnight staff, where they still got the hour of pay that they skipped over in the spring.
Yeah.
So they got an extra hour of pay in this, or that they didn't have to work in the spring, and in the fall they got an hour of overtime
Noise.
for the extra hour they had to work. So it's like, sweet, you guys are actually not screwing over the midnight staff.
Yeah.
Okay, before I forget, I would like to ask my question.
Yes.
I recently was gifted a cast iron skillet by my spouse, and I tried to season it, but I failed miserably. And the next time I tried to cook with it, everything stuck, and I had to scrub it. My question is, how do I season my cast iron skillet so that it doesn't stick when I cook with it?
Your Crisco.
Crisco, okay.
Crisco works well. In bacon.
In my house, we use flaxseed oil.
Yeah. All you really need is any kind of oil, and you put it in the oven for about half hour.
I used olive oil the first time, and I think that was probably what went wrong there.
Did you remember to wash it in really hot water first? A lot of the newer cast irons come with a wax coating on them to protect them while they're in the store.
I did wash it, but it wasn't with like super hot water, so maybe
if that doesn't get melted completely off, then the cure won't take
it again, because after I washed it and I set it down on the counter, apparently I hadn't dried it all the way and it started to rust. So I got some steel wool sponges and I have to scrub the living hell out of it before I can do anything with it. So hopefully that'll help too. And then I have Crisco, so I should use that.
A good thing to do is anytime you wash it, even when you dry it, is just rub a little bit of Crisco on and put it in the oven for like 5-10 minutes. Let the Crisco cook on it.
Okay.
Yeah. I've got one we unpacked of my grandmother's, and it has so much caked on grease on it. It looks like it's twice as big as it is. My mom's like, we really need to like get some of that off before we cook with it again.
Cast iron really is immortal. When we were cleaning out my great grandmother's house, we found cast iron that she had just thrown out the back door and it had rusted. And Dad was like, "We can fix this," and just like polished all the rust off and back down to the iron, and then re-cured it, and it's fine.
My roommate kind of has an obsession with salvaging old cast iron pans.
There's this guy on TikTok that got a bunch of hate from Southerners because he took a cast iron skillet and he polished it until it was shiny.
Oh no!
Just to see if he could, and like he polished it inside to see it until it got shiny, and it was like a mirror. He polished it so like a mirror on the inside of his pan, and all of a sudden there's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you did that!" And he cooks with it all the time. Like he posts recipes now where he's cooking with his shiny cast iron skillet.
And fairness, I have seen a lot of effed up stuff from TikTok with food. So
yeah,
like I have a friend who's just now learning how to cook, and that was like the biggest piece of advice I gave to her. Like, if you're looking for a secret on how to do things, do not go to TikTok. They are wrong.
Oh my god!
Go to like that flipping WikiHow site. They'll probably give you like 4 ways to crack an egg that all of them are reasonable.
I love all the roasts that Chef Ramsay does with people that are cooking. He's like, "What are you thinking? Oh my god, you're stupid!" Like Hell's Kitchen for TikTok. I love it.
There's a guy that I follow on TikTok that tries out old recipes, like vintage recipes from like the Great Depression era to like the 70s.
Is it all the gelatin, the aspic stuff? Does he do a whole bunch of aspic?
He's tried a whole bunch of stuff. There was one that he made that was a prune pie from World War II era. He's only had 2 recipes so far that he actually liked, and one of them was a raisin pie, and the most recent one was a tomato soup pie that he said tasted like chocolate.
Ooh.
Ew.
Now, if we're going to get a third sprint in, we need to start pretty darn soon.
Sorry, let's do it.
I'm ready.
Oh, I understand because I get into the chatting and I kind of don't want to stop it because I enjoy it,
Yeah.
but people are here for the sprints.
Yes.
So we will start in 3, 2, 1, go. Boom. I did that for Amber.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
How did people do on that one?
I thought she must have seen Kira since she called her Mickey Mouse the other day.
No, I'm turning on Mickey Mouse on the TV.
I finished another short, so I got 2 shorts done. And I finished that book cover as well. So I got a good amount of stuff done today.
Nice. Send them over here because apparently, according to Chad, I should be wearing shorts and a Hawaiian shirt.
I got half a chapter done this sprint because Kira is bugging me wanting to wear makeup now. Going through my humongous thing of makeup.
You're not allowed to wear makeup. You're too young.
I think I'm not even. I think I'm not.
You're not allowed to wear makeup. You're too young.
Yeah, it's a good thing I'm only wearing lip gloss then.
And I ended up getting 3.5 chapters done for the stream and 56 words, so not too bad.
This is all lipstick.
I finally stopped finagling with my playlist, and I started in on the outline for this romance project, and then I got to a point where they have to go from one town to another town, and I couldn't remember how long of a drive it is because that's like important for how long it takes them to get there, and so I had to look that up, and then the sprint ended. It takes an hour and 20 minutes to get there, in case anybody was wondering.
I messed up all my makeup.
I have Googled that sort of thing many times.
Right.
I'll see you on TikTok.
I finished the track I was working on, so
Woot woot.
Nice.
I'm very happy. I need to get a group of beta listeners together. That needs to be a thing. Does this sound good, or is it just me?
Yeah, as I said, I'm sorry, but did Kira just pop out of nowhere?
I was doing her hair, and now she's saying she's going to put lipstick on the dog.
Tell her she has to paint his nails too.
Oh, she's done that once or twice already. She's going to make the dog a drag queen. Oh, God.
I will give you so much money if you can teach that dog to sashay.
Dude, I almost want to go pull out his narwhal outfit if she's going to do all that. Might as well give him a little dress to go with that.
It's time to lip sync for your life. Lucy said, hey, the conversations help us. Sprints are boring without good conversation before them. Yes, I very much agree with that. The problem is, I know this group. We are all friends, and we will sit here and chat for the entire 2 hours if no one cracks the whip.
I am offended.
That's
I don't know who you're talking
we have such a hard schedule. Like, that is why we're so rigid about when our sprints start, because we will absolutely blow 2 hours just talking.
Mhm.
I resemble that remark. That's the
Holy
whole reason I got that challenge productivity timer, because for the longest I was like, no, 5-minute break. I'm putting that on. We're done talking. Like, let's work.
Yeah, I got to figure out something for next week. 'Cause there's going to be minimum 9 of us.
I can do the productivity challenger and just give us 5-minute talk. If you want.
Might have to be done just because it's an hour and a half and there's 9 of us, and there is no way we're not going to chat.
I can do the 5 minutes for in between productivity timer, and I can do the forest thing for people, so we can get multiple things done. We can grow a forest and give the world trees and do writing sprints.
I have never seen this forest app.
Oh, I love it.
I always forget to use it. It's really cute, and I like it when I use it, but I always forget to use it. Like, definitely during streams, yeah.
See, and my problem is I love it, but then when I got my new phone, it did not transfer anything. I thought I had it set up. It did not transfer anything. So I'm starting with a completely new forest.
I just wish the Chrome extension worked the same way as the
Yes.
phone app does. That way, like even I could have it on screen and I wouldn't forget to use it. But since people like having on-screen timers, I set one timer, I forget to set the other one.
Yeah, and then you have to like bust that OBS or something like that in order to get it on there. It bothers me. I don't know why they can't like at least have like a regular web app instead of it being that extension. And I wish
know.
that I could set it to that like each of my activities was set to a specific tree so that I could actually look at my
That would be
forest
really cool.
and use it to see what I've actually been doing.
That is a brilliant idea.
Yeah. Because I do use it for like reading and sewing and writing and cooking. So it'd be really cool to look at it at like after a month and see like, oh, this is how much I did of everything. And they're pretty graphic.
That would be really cool.
Yeah.
So Penumbra had to leave. Bye bye, my ward.
Bye-bye.
Alice finished bio homework and brought up
Yay.
the beta reading she needed to get done. Good.
Good
CB got 159. And Lucy did productivity, including running over to the neighbor's house to pick up 2 boxes.
Nice.
And
Definitely productive.
Jennifer says the lip gloss on the dog is better than putting lipstick on a pig or a goat.
I know. She said that, and I was like, that just came to my head. Love that saying.
Alice uses the Forest app to track time because I don't want to put at least half the time I put into homework that I put into writing. Oh, I want to put.
Jesus, sorry.
Ooh.
Sorry. My apologies.
Amber, are you streaming tomorrow at 12?
I am. Every Sunday except the last 2 in March.
Where you will be wagon training.
Yeah. Definitely. Pray for me.
Don't get dysentery when you're crossing the river.
I knew. I just.
Yeah.
Technically, she's doing a reverse Oregon Trail, so she should get healthier as she travels.
This is true.
Like food is going to spontaneously generate in the vehicle.
If only.
Everybody's going to get younger.
It's like listening to country music backward. You get your wife back, get your car back,
He
get
went
your
there.
kids back.
Country music is not all like that. In fact, the majority of it is not like that.
Well, it's not like that anymore, but there was a hot minute there where it was absolutely like that.
I grew up when that was.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
That was pretty much all the 90s.
Well, I'm just saying there was that, and then there was on the side you had a Dolly Parton and a Willie Nelson, who have always been Dolly Parton and Willie Nelson. God bless them, never changed.
Yes. Saint
Devin
Dolly.
can't find the link for Amber's stream tomorrow. Have you made it yet?
Yeah, I've got all of them made.
And Alice says to Chloe, with the new update, you can set favorite trees to go with
Oh.
activities in forest.
Oh, it's what I've always wanted. Yay. I'll have to go look at I guess I haven't updated yet, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out then.
Because
Because I
that's
never
exactly
thought about
what I wanted.
that before you said it.
I should probably look it up. If it makes things into like a game, I might get more stuff done.
Actually, there's an app that I use for productivity that literally turns everything into a game. You have a little NPC, you have a little player character, and you can earn like loot and stuff, and you can set big tasks as like dungeons that have checkpoints in them. You get XP for doing things, and you can level your character up. Like it totally turns your schedule into a game. And all you do is put all the stuff that you need to do in it, and it does all the other stuff for you, and you just like play through.
I like Forest because it's an app blocker and I can make myself, except that of course I write in WaveMaker, so I have to keep Google unblocked, but I can keep Facebook blocked. I can keep all of my text stuff blocked. So it's good for that.
And it blocks things just on your phone when you're on it. When you use it.
Or if you're using the web app or the Chrome extension, it will block you from using Chrome.
I was gonna say the using it on my phone would be kind of defeating the purpose. It would actually make me use my phone more just to use the app.
Yeah.
Well, but it blocks you out of it.
I know, but I don't use it.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. Yeah, no. You'd want to be using the Chrome extension then.
Okay, here is, since Devin said he couldn't find it, here is mine.
Oh.
Ali asked what the name of the app was. It's Habitica, which apparently has
Oh,
a
I'm
big
on
update
Habitica too.
bring back in. Yeah. You just create your character, you set your goals up. And actually, what I like about it is you can set up goals, milestones, and daily tasks. And it treats dailies like dailies in an MMO. They just respawn every day, and you keep doing them. And you just, as you check stuff off, you get XP and level your character up. And I don't know. It has periodically worked for me. And
Hey, Amber.
anything that works at all is great.
That link you posted, it's for next week. It says live in 7 days.
Yeah, no, I'm changing it.
Oh, okay.
I'm working on it.
I
It's the
can
only one
give.
that shows up on YouTube, but it's not the StreamYard one, so I'm going into StreamYard to fix it.
Also, say something in chat so that I can wrench you.
I was like, wait, I'm not. What the fuck?
Noelle is driving me crazy today. So we got these gaming chairs, like the ones that are like the crescent shapes, and you sit on them, and they, yeah. So we got one of those, and they came with a pair of headphones that plugs into the chair, so you can like game. And she broke this off,
Oof.
and I said, "That's really naughty. You just broke it." And she's being so freaking sassy right now. Like, I am not here for it. Like, I think I can fix it, but still.
There we go. Let's change for tomorrow now.
And I told her, that was naughty, you broke it. And she pulled the blanket over her head and said, "Leave me alone." And
I heard that.
she's being sassy.
All right. So we've got all that taken care of. I think that's the problem why people weren't able to find the stream. That's
Yeah,
'cause it
apparently skipped a Sunday without knowing it.
Yeah.
So there you go. There's that one for tomorrow. I'll put one back
Woohoo!
up. Yeah, I don't know what happened.
So for the 14th, that will be during the write-a-thon.
Yeah.
I mean, oof.
Oh, thank
I purposely did not sign up to be on any of the streams during your stream time because, that would be not cool.
I appreciate that. I could just not do it if everybody's doing the write-a-thon. It's up to everybody else.
I will say, as somebody who has streamed alongside a write-a-thon before, sometimes there are people that just don't want to be in the mess because there's often
This is true.
so many people
Mm-hmm.
in the chat that they just don't like it. It's just too
It's
much.
the last one I'll be doing in March, so like I don't want to not do it.
Right. And it is a quieter, more intimate setting because it is
For me,
true.
I'm actually working, so like I do need to make sure that I have the atmosphere to work in. So yeah, I'm one of those people.
Yeah. Well, I just created one for the 14th, so they'll both be on there.
So there you have it, people. You can be in the tidal wave of the write-a-thon during Amber's stream, or you can be in the calm waiting pool where work will be getting done. On the other hand, work will be getting done on
Every
my
time
stream. during the write-a-thon. So go to that part.
Where there's a whip, there's a way. What? I'm the only one who liked the Hobbit movie when we were kids, like the animated one, not the weird Peter Jackson one, the musical one.
I did not see it.
It's got songs.
I would hope so, since you said it's a musical.
It has inexplicable songs, like the dwarves sing songs about destroying Bilbo's house because they're just jerks, and the march song by the goblins is just so cute. Where there's a whip, there's a way.
CB says Russie Taylor, who used to do some voices on The Simpsons, was the voice of Minnie Mouse for 33 years, and sadly she passed in 2019. She voiced Martin Prince on The Simpsons. Ooh, someone got an alert.
It was me. I want to know what I want for dinner.
And at that, why don't we do our outros?
Don't tell me how to live my life.
You're not my mom.
You're starting to sound just like your daughter.
I know. I wonder
Wait a
where
minute,
she
is
gets
that
it
where
from.
Noel gets it from?
It's like the reverse.
I know, it's like when this one says something, I'm like, I can't even say anything to that because I say that too.
Who's going first?
You are.
Okay, cool. Hello. My name is Meadow. I do writing streams on Tuesdays and Fridays, and on Wednesdays I do The Sims with Jason Cat, and I'm also an editor. So if you're looking for an editor, you can go to my website, rosecityediting.com, and contact me on there for a free sample edit. And all the Rose City stuff also applies to Jace because we're business partners. And yeah, in about 2 months, I'll be posting Arabic lesson videos. So if you're interested in learning Arabic or, whatever, you can look forward to those. Yay.
Woo. Amber.
Hi guys, I'm Amber Kraft. I write paranormal romance. I will be streaming tomorrow. Thank you guys for not being able to find that and making me look at it. It is this lovely girl's birthday today.
Happy birthday, Kara.
She's just like, I'm gonna leave now. I have 2 books available on Amazon in paperback, and you can find. Oh, there. See, she's so good for me. This one let's put it in the woods. This one is available on Amazon.
You have your own personal tug waddle.
I know, right? And here's book 1. They're both available on Amazon in paperback and available everywhere on ebook form. Look at all your happy birthday wishes, Kira.
Special.
And I'm the host of the Afterthought podcast. You can go and check out any of the episodes on YouTube. We are on hiatus while I'm moving, but those will be. Yes, that is what I said. Those will be back on as soon as we get settled and I get a job.
That's a weird word.
And I got my own little freaking. This is Noel in 10 years. Okay. This is what you got to look forward to.
Meadow's like, I'm scared.
And she writes too, but she hasn't written in a while because she's got so much schoolwork. Thank you, Corona Zoom.
Forget about that. It's the horse.
And the horse.
Oh, I got new boots for the horse. Too.
And yeah, I'll be with Jace next weekend for that, but I'll still have my stream going on Sunday. And if you'd like to donate to my coffee to help us move ourselves and the horse, that would be lovely and acceptable and great. Thank you, guys.
Woot woot.
How am I supposed to follow that? I mean,
It depends on if you have a cowboy hat or
everybody's
not.
just showing me up. I gotta get some hat from here. And twice in 2 days, somebody on the stream's been like, "Hat, your turn." How? What? Anyway, hi.
It's not even me trying to upstage you, Charlie. Sorry, it's my child upstaging you for me.
This is not a coincidence. Twice in 2 days with the hat. I mean, I need to get my hat.
The shade has been thrown, the tea has been spilled, she says.
Hi, my name is Charlie. I do stuff on my YouTube channels. I have the CE Dorset, which is like about writing and my life and whatnot. And I have the Project Shadow, which is my music and pop culture stuff, which will probably be amping up next week because I have some things I want to try out over there. And since I'm not streaming, I have time to do more video. Maybe, unless the weather's really bad. And then I'm just going to like take pain pills and sleep. So we'll see.
This is what you have to look forward to, Meadow.
I just finished a new
I
song.
don't.
I just finished a new song that as soon as I can get a cover for the single done, I will be putting out through everywhere. So be looking for that. I am currently working on a 5-book fantasy series that I absolutely love, and I hope everybody does too. It is weird. But it's Saturday morning cartoons for adults, and I am so excited for it. So yeah, that's where you can find me if you want to keep up on all that.
Excellent. And I am Chloe Alice Balkin. I have quite a bit of stuff on Amazon. I've got 2 more things coming out this month. I've got another shifter novel, and I've got another demon romance novel coming out. That came out weird. And you can find me on Word Stitch Write-Ins. My next show there is 4 p.m. Eastern on Monday. And you can see the next Bob Ross off at 8 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday evening on my Twitch channel, which is Chloe Alice Balkin. And if you like short erotic romance, you can also find me on Medium, also under Chloe Alice Balkin. That's everything.
Everybody with the hat.
It's
Fine.
technically a fascinator, and it's not really sitting on my head well because I wasn't going to clip it in, but
There.
I can do this. I'm good. I'm graceful, gracefully and grandly.
And I am Jace Maxwell. I'm an author of urban fantasy. I am an editor for Rose City Editing. On Tuesdays, I do the Perfect Pancake Sims 3 stream at 1 p.m. Eastern. On Wednesdays, as Meadow said, I am part of the Sims 4 3 play, which runs from noon to 6 Eastern on 3 different channels. On Thursdays at noon Eastern, I run a Vampire the Masquerade tabletop RPG, and that is kind of fabulous, and it has been a really good time. I highly suggest checking that out if you have the time. And then I'm back here on Saturdays, and as I said, next week is the Worldwide Write-a-thon, so be sure to check that out. You can get lots and lots of writing in, and we'll see if we can get Mercer to advertise his 10K, which comes before that, so you can get even more writing in. All right, everybody, thank you for coming. We are the Hats. we are the Hatfields.
I'm queer as Amish.
I don't have a hat.
Meadow and the Hats. That's our new band name.
I don't
Meadow and
have
the
a
Hats.
hat.
No hat, Meadow
and the hat.
I improvise. You can too.
Meadow,
I have
Meadow.
I guess
All right.
I'll be the one without hats then.
Bye, everybody. See you next time.